As you guys can tell, we had a walk-through practice today, tempo-wise. We'll pick it up a little bit tomorrow. These guys played a game 48 hours ago. Even though it's preseason 4, I think it's very similar to what most everybody in the league does. We got some guys back today. I think you saw out there Jonathan Banks, Bryce Callahan, Josh Bellamy, back to limited work. Otherwise, the injury report kind of looks the same. Any questions?
Difference in having all 90 guys rather than having cut down previous to.
Well, we made a couple roster moves today earlier. I think we're about 88 right now, but it definitely is helpful. I like the new rule change. It gives you, kind of more realistic look, a little bit longer evaluation with more guys to help make those decisions. Eddie was kept inside.
Do you look at replacing Cam Meredith as more of like a group effort?
Yeah, I mean, I know I always say next man up, but it's no disrespect to the player that got hurt, but you don't want to give them excuses to whine about it, and we're going to have to figure it out, somebody to replace him. I mean, we feel bad for Cam. He was well liked, a good teammate. Obviously, we'll miss him, but our thoughts and prayers are with him and his recovery, and then somebody's got to take that spot.
What have you seen from Kevin White in terms of the progress he's made up to this point?
I think just piece and practices together. I've said all along. I mean, he's continuing to improve. I think, we saw improvement last week, in Tennessee, and I've seen that improvement because he's, been able to stay healthy and, stack those practices and now games together.
Will Trubisky play on Thursday?
Yes. Two quarterbacks that will play will be Mitchell as well as Connor Shaw. The other two won't play.
Sanchez won't play?
No. Well, I mean, it's not easy to get live game reps as a quarterback in this league. It's the help development. I think he needs all those opportunities he can get, and it'll be no different Thursday night.
As we get closer to the season, Kyle Long's still not really participating in practice.
He's on target. We're hopeful. Again, he's really day to day as far as coming off that ankle. So we'll just continue to rehab until medically he's cleared. We can get him out practicing.
You say hopeful, are you talking about week 1?
Yeah.
John, is there a chance Marcus Wheaton could be back for week 1? How important is he with Cam on?
Well, he's huge. I mean, all those guys, Deontay, Josh Bellamy, Victor Cruz, a couple of young guys, Tanner Gentry has flashed, even Titus has flashed. So, all those guys are in the mix. We've got another game to evaluate. But, as far as Marcus goes, I think that'll be, the quicker we can get him back, the better. It's a broken, surgically repaired pinky, and, when he's cleared, he'll be out there.
John, for Sanchez not playing at all on Thursday, is there a reason why he hasn't had much look?
Well, I think I think he's had a lot of looks. They just haven't been with us other than practice, which is fine for us.
John, as you look at the defense, a lot of them made about that first unit being so strong, but when you look at adding depth behind them, what are you hoping to see from some of these guys on Thursday night?
Well, I think we're deeper as a football team. I think I mentioned that even in our opening press conference in Bourbonnais. I think we've got tougher roster decisions, and we've got one more game to evaluate in a game setting. This week's practice will be short, not overly physical, just by nature of the number of rest days they have in between games. But I think all in all, I like kind of where we are, and we still got to figure out who the best 53 guys are.
Patrick Scalesby now, we got signed Snapper. Is there still competition at that spot?
Yeah, I think we're trying to figure out who that's going to be. We brought in a young guy from San Diego State, Jeff Overbaugh, and I thought he had a good day's practice. Again, it's something that has to be some chemistry there between the snapper, the holder, and the kicker, and as far as points. Same thing on the long snap with the punter. I thought Bradley Soul stepped in and did a remarkable job, really, as an emergency long snapper in the Tennessee game. But we're not looking at Bradley to be our full-time snapper.
Thanks, guys.
All right, appreciate it.